He was 65 years old, no job, no money, no real place to call home. A beat-up car was his office, his kitchen, and his bed. The world told him it was too late, that he was too old, that no one cared. But he had one thing, a recipe, and that one thing, it changed the world. This isn't just a story about fried chicken. It's about a man who refused to give up when life gave up on him. This is the story of Colonel Harland Sanders. And if you've ever felt like giving up, this hour could change your life. He wasn't born lucky. Harland Sanders came into this world in 1890 in Henryville, Indiana. His father died when he was just 5. That meant, even as a child, Harland had to cook and care for his younger siblings while his mother worked long hours. Life forced him to grow up fast. He didn't get to finish school. By 7th grade, he had dropped out to take odd jobs: farmhand, streetcar conductor, railroad worker, even soldier for a brief time. Every time he started something, life knocked him down, but he always stood back up. By the time he turned 40, Harland opened a service station in Corbin, Kentucky. It was here, in a small back room, that he started serving travelers fried chicken with a secret blend of 11 herbs and spices. Word spread. People came not just to fuel their cars, but to taste that chicken. For a while, things looked promising. But then, disaster struck. The new interstate highway bypassed Corbin. His business collapsed overnight. No cars, no customers, just silence. Most people would quit. Harland Sanders? He packed his pressure cooker, his spice mix, and hit the road. He went restaurant to restaurant across the country, asking owners to give his recipe a try, in exchange for a small royalty on every piece sold. You know how many times he got rejected? 1,009 doors slammed in his face. That's not an exaggeration. That's not a legend. That's documented. Most people would stop at 10, maybe 20. But Harland believed in what he had. And when someone finally said yes, that's when everything changed. Now picture this. A man in his 60s, dressed in a white suit, knocking on doors, sleeping in his car, surviving off Social Security checks, and selling a dream no one wanted to hear. This isn't a story about chicken. This is about relentless, unapologetic belief in your own value, even when the world mocks you. Eventually, his recipe started gaining traction. A few restaurants, then a few dozen. The man who was once homeless now had hundreds of franchises. In 1964, at the age of 73, Harland Sanders sold his company for $2 million, equivalent to tens of millions today. But more than that, he became a global icon. His face, his suit, his story, everywhere. But here's the secret people miss. He didn't do it for the money. He did it because he felt people deserved something good, something made with care and pride. He wasn't trying to be a brand. He was trying to bring joy. Now pause. Think about your life. How many times have you almost quit? How many dreams have you buried because someone said, "You're too old," or "You're too late," or "It's impossible"? Colonel Sanders built an empire with a recipe, not a business plan, not a team of investors, not even a college degree, just an idea and a relentless refusal to stop. You don't need everything figured out. You need one thing, and the courage to show up again and again. Even after becoming a household name, Colonel Sanders continued visiting stores, shaking hands, and personally cooking for people. He understood something most entrepreneurs forget: the power of connection. He didn't let fame change his purpose. He didn't let success make him soft. He was still the same man who slept in his car, who believed one meal could change someone's day. At 75, he started charity work. At 80, he was still traveling. At 87, he passed away, not as a rich businessman, but as a living legend. You might be sitting there thinking you're too far behind, but Colonel Sanders didn't start winning until most people are already retired. This story should shake your soul, because it proves that your timeline doesn't matter. Your past doesn't matter. Your age doesn't matter. All that matters is what you're willing to do about it today. You are not done. You are not too late. You are not finished. This world is full of noise, fast fame, and short attention spans, but the ones who win, the ones who leave legacies, are those who keep going long after the cheering stops. Colonel Sanders is proof. You're not just here to survive. You're here to create, to inspire, to leave something behind. Maybe it's a recipe. Maybe it's a song. Maybe it's a story. But whatever it is, do not leave this world without trying, because one man did try, and the world will never forget his name. Colonel Sanders. And maybe next, it's your name the world will remember. If this story lit a fire in your soul, drop a comment. What's the dream you've buried? What's the recipe you're hiding? And don't forget, subscribe. This channel is where dreams get resurrected, where age is irrelevant, and where every story is a comeback story in the making. Your hour starts now.